Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Steven from Steven Worldwide. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Gonna do just a quick update right here. We are currently in Auckland, New Zealand. Last week we were in, where were we? We were in Australia. We were in Brisbane, Australia. That was fantastic. Now we're in Auckland and we're staying. You can see I'm in a house right now. It's not a hotel room. We are staying with a family. My wife did a homestay here in Auckland 10 years ago. And the family was super nice. The family is super nice, and she maintains a relationship with them, a good friendship with them. And it's really nice when you're on vacation to spend a few days at somebody's house like this. It doesn't feel like a hotel or we're stuck at a resort. It just feels like we're staying at home with family. So we've been here for 4 days and 5 nights. We'll have one more night here, and then we'll be off to the next destination. But that's it for the update. I have a different concept for this video, something kind of funny but interesting. So I wasn't gonna make a video about this, but I thought it would be funny to do. So in this video, I'm going to consume poop. That's right. Have you guys ever had poop before? Probably not, and I'm partially joking, but technically I'm not really joking. I'm about to drink poop, and let me tell you what I'm talking about. So I've always been a coffee fan. I've had coffee ever since not in college, but after college when I started working. Always drinking coffee every day, a cup of coffee to wake me up. It's delicious. And then living in Korea for 8 years, coffee shops everywhere drinking coffee. And one of my private students had her own cafe, her own coffee shop. And she told me that one of the most valuable or expensive or special coffee blends out there is called a luwak coffee. I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's coffee that comes from a luwak. And I have it right here. I've never had it before. And when I was in Bali, I saw it and I bought it. And I didn't try it yet until now. And here it is. So the luwak is this animal. It lives in the jungle and it looks like a cat. It's something like a cat or a civet, or like a wild raccoon, and they sleep during the day, they live underground, and then they climb up into the trees at night, and they climb into the tree and eat the coffee berries, the green or the red coffee berries, and then they crap. When they crap, it's the seeds inside, and those are actually the coffee beans. They crap out the beans, and then during the day, farmers go out and they collect those, and they dry it out, and they grind it up, and they make coffee with that. And as the beans go through this animal's digestive tract, if I can say that well, as the beans go through the digestion, it changes somehow, and it has a different taste. Never tasted it before, and I'm interested in that. That's why I picked these up. They're not cheap. These are single-use packs. I'm gonna make one right now. These are like $4 a piece, something like that, $5. We bought these at the airport. I guess if you bought a cup of this at a coffee shop, it might be $10 for a cup of this. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what a cup of luwak coffee would cost if you got it at a coffee shop. I don't think Starbucks has this, but I don't know. I guess you can get this at some cafes in Indonesia. Do they have this in other countries like Vietnam? I don't know much about it. All I know is that in Bali, we did go to a coffee and tea farm, and they did have these there, but drinking it wasn't part of the tour, so I didn't get a chance to drink it. So here goes. I'm going to make a cup and taste the luwak poopy coffee, as I call it, and just tell you if I notice any differences between this and the regular stuff that I like to drink. All right, I got one open right here, and I'm smelling it right now. It doesn't smell bad at all. It smells pretty good. It does smell a little bit different than normal coffee. This is usually how I drink coffee anyway. When I go to work, I usually buy a whole bunch of coffee bags like this because they're really easy to make. They're delicious, and they're pretty cheap. It comes out to like, I don't know, 20 cents for a cup of coffee, something like that. Much better than buying it at Starbucks for $5 a cup. All right, here it is, 100% wild and organic Kopi luwak. All right, let's give it a shot here. Maybe I'll pause the video and come back when it's ready. All right, so here it is. in this coffee mug. And I didn't fill this up. This is a big coffee mug. I didn't fill it up full of water. I didn't want to have a watered down coffee. So it's just, the level's like right up to this thing right about here. It just smells like normal coffee right now. And let's see how it tastes. When I was living in Korea, I heard a couple places where they say that if you consume baby's poop, there's some kind of health benefit to that, or some healthy properties to baby's poop. And I remember seeing a video on YouTube once where there was a doctor in Korea that makes some kind of a baby poop soup or a baby poop drink that's really healthy, and the person making that video tried it. I'm not going that far. This is about as close as I'm gonna come to consuming poop. So cheers, bottoms up. Let's try this thing out. You know what? It's not really that different than regular coffee. It's not really that different. What kind of coffee do you like? Where do the beans come from? Do you know what kind of coffee beans that you like? I know I like Colombian and Brazil coffee, the northern, the South America type coffee. Those are the coffee beans I like. The ones that are the African, the beans that are from Africa, I find them to be a little bit more acidic than what I like. But this one tastes a little bit like the African style coffee. It's a little bit acidic. But to be honest, I can't justify spending a lot of money on this, or a lot more money than regular coffee, because it tastes good. It just tastes like a good cup of coffee to me. That's it. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this coffee, and it does taste good. I can't tell if it's a poopy tasting coffee or what. It doesn't smell like shit, so everything's fine. But if somebody told me to eat shit or wipe that shit eating grin off your face, they wouldn't be completely wrong. There's some accuracy in that statement, especially after doing this. So do I recommend this? Yes, I recommend that you should try this. I wouldn't spend too much money on it, but if you get a chance to drink poopy coffee, at least you can say you tried it. It's not bad, it's delicious, it's just not that much different. I'm not a coffee connoisseur. I just love drinking coffee. I'll just put it that way. So hope you liked the video, guys, and stay tuned for the next update. I might do the next update in a week. I'll be back in Australia. I'll be in Sydney, Australia, and if I'm inspired, I'll make another video. Thanks for watching again, guys, and I hope you're having a great day out there. See you in the next video. Take care.